Hello there, YouTube. This is Sunday, I think it's the 26th today, isn't it? Of July. And I've got like a bug or some kind of smudge on the inside of my face shield. I can't figure out what the hell is going on there. I must have been riding this thing yesterday with the face shield up and the bug hit it from underneath. Anyway, this is day 2 on the attempt to make it up past Olympia, Washington and go ride a brand new 2015 Harley Davidson Street Glide Special. It's the denim black with the little red pinstripes on it. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of it. I know that's probably a lame color for a motorcycle, but I just absolutely love flat blacks. Man, it's rain spots all over the place here. There's actually a pretty low chance of rain until about 4 o'clock, and it's, Jesus, 12:30 now. Oh, look at this. This rain is in the same point it was yesterday. Literally the same exact point. You've got to be kidding me. And I'll end up driving right through the heart of that. And that's not a trickle, that is a straight up downpour. Son of a B-I-T-C-H. I'm gonna have to pull over and throw my rain. I'm just gonna have to get wet. I'm not gonna bail out 2 days in a row. So anyway, I'm gonna slip over here into this park and ride. God almighty. You know, I am just one of these people that if there's even the slightest chance of rain, I absolutely will get wet. I mean, there's no question. It will get me every single time. There can be a 2% chance of rain. I drive the car, it turns into sunshine and beautiful. I ride the motorcycle, I get soaked. So, anyway, I'm gonna sign out. Shit, my camera's not in a waterproof case either, so that's another thing I need to deal with. Alright, we'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye. Okay there, YouTube. I actually I did a vlog as I was heading into the rain, and the freeway is at a standstill. Had to do some diversionary tactics and take back roads here through Chehalis and now into Centralia, and went through the most torrential downpour I think I've been on in a motorcycle in years. That was one hell of a doozy. So I pulled over and took my GoPro off and stuck it in the front bag here, and now that was a that was a 20-minute excursion to go, I would say, about 8 miles, because everybody and their brother was doing the same thing. So I got caught behind campers and old ladies and you name it. I mean, we were going 15 and a 30 for quite a while there. So anyway, I can see I-5 North is moving at a good clip now. It rained so hard there was water down in my mini USB little mic adapter, because it's zip tied to my chin piece, and I didn't have time to twirl it out of the way. I didn't take my gloves off. It started raining. I just spun the thing off, threw it in the bag and hoped that the cable was in a way it could get wet. Of course, it was facing forward. It rained so hard that the little, you know, the little net, the little chin net underneath there, to stop wind from swirling around underneath your helmet, that is wet. How does that get wet? Get with a fast click here and get my way up to Lacy, Washington. And if you're curious to where I'm going, it's called Northwest Harley Davidson in Lacy, Washington. It's actually the freeway turns, so it's kind of northeast of Olympia. Actually, I think it's almost directly east of Olympia, but anyway, you're going up I-5 North, so I guess they would probably refer to it as north of Olympia. But you can look at it on a map and determine yourself. eyes ahead. But anyway, I'm gonna let you go. It's getting dark all of a sudden. That's not a good sign. Oh yeah, that's a nasty one hanging out right there, and I'm getting, oh yeah, I'm getting sprinkles. The old edge of the cloud work there. But as long as it doesn't downpour, which looks like it's starting to get pretty heavy here, so I'm gonna have to hold my hand over the camera. So I'm gonna let you go. We'll see you now. Bye bye. Doing a little die-hard load test there, eh?
Yeah. Hopefully. Keep my fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Every time we sell a new bike, everybody comes down and grabs the bike and blasts the horn and helps celebrate when they ring the bell. So.
Oh yeah.
Dead batteries are kind of a thing of life around here.
We get that as well. There she goes. All it's got to do is start once.
Yeah, I know a good little loop out in the country that'll hopefully keep us away from all.
All right. I won't know until I get going for sure, but I think I got them pretty good. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can go over it and just go slow.
All right. He says curb it, but don't bounce it. There we are. Success. Looks like he's gonna take a road glide out. Oh, she's so quiet. I don't have my gloves, sunglasses are all in my road keying, which is the service guys are checking it out. Wow, that's a pretty road glide. Wow, that thing's gorgeous. Ah, shit, it's still got the heel toe shifter on it. Hopefully we don't get wet out here. Wow, you can just idling through the parking lot. You can feel the monster of that high torque 103. We got to be all cautious here. Come to a stop, I'll be legal. How about that? Don't want to freak out my pilot. Oh yeah, she feels good. Ooh, she's got strong brakes. Ooh, they're definitely linked. Not too sure what I think about the link brakes. This is the Street Glide Special, so it comes standard with the linked ABS instead of the being an option on the standard Street Glide. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. Gonna winky dink it. No horn honking like I did the last time. Where's the turn signal indicator? Oh, I didn't have it on. Yeah, this is nice. The new motor mounts, they don't shake and rattle quite as bad at the stoplight, but yet you get the shake to let you know you're on a Harley. My poor old Road King, you can't even look at your phone and stuff with that thing. The phone's mounted up there, you can't see out the mirrors. My one, I don't like the way the fairing looks on those road glides. I don't like the slanted headlight look thing. The other thing that bugs me is the gauges being bolted to the bars like that. It reminds me of the old Gold Wings where everybody was putting the Vetter fairings, and then Honda ultimately put their own fairing on there, and it just reminds me of that. Man, I can't get over how touchy the brakes are on this thing. This sucker's got some nice brakes, but you can feel their link. When I hit the rear, you can definitely feel it pulling down on the front as well. But that's cool. This ain't no road race bike. And if I read right, it's linked in a kind kind of like Honda and the modern Jap bikes do, where you're only getting a percentage of, like if you hit the rear brake, you're only getting a percentage of the front and vice versa. Man, this stock seat right out of the gate feels amazingly comfortable. But I felt that way about the Indian Chieftain too. But after about 3 hours, that thing started telling me a different story. But seats are no big deal. They are spendy though, I gotta give it that. I smell something new off of one of us. I don't know if that's him or me. So the freeway out here, their normal loop, if you remember where I took the iron a couple years ago, freeway's gridlock out there. It took me almost 2 hours to get here, which is nuts. You know, even for stock exhaust, this thing's got a pleasing note to it. And it's stock on that Road Glide, which is essentially the same bike. And I can hear his exhaust. It sounds wonderful. So do those rib lights on the bottom of the fender, do they work as brake lights? Pay attention when he hits his brakes here. I think they actually do, or is it just the... Nope, just the turn signals light up as brake lights. Wow. I think I'm supposed to stop on a crosswalk, but they'll get over it. That hydraulic clutch is so smooth in its engagement. Wow, this thing's got some balls. I ain't even got on it at all. You can just tell it's just really torquey and lively feeling. It's shockingly smooth. And it's not a balanced motor. Definitely not a balanced motor. But you know how they shake at idle. The shake is much less. Of course, I knew that. The different motor mounts and stuff kind of isolated most of that rumbling. And the but man, as soon as you come off idle, it really gets crystal smooth. I mean, for the most part, my Road King does too, but at a little higher idle. Wow, this thing is impressively cool. Is it just me? This thing's just like the Indian Chieftain. It looks like everything is shifted. What is the deal with that? I had to curb bump that Indian to get it straight again. It just tracks so true. And man, you just do not feel the weight of this thing at all when you're rolling. It actually has a very light, almost sporty feeling to it. And then powerful brakes have a good way of disguising weight too. That's the bad thing about the GL 1800 Gold Wings. You find yourself going way to hell too fast on those things because the handling and the brakes and stuff are such that disguises that it's a light, I mean that it's a big old heavy bike, and it feels lighter than what it is, and you get out there and get crazy on it, and you gotta remind yourself, you know, you're riding a damn near 1,000-pound motorcycle. Hope I don't get rained on, because like I said, all my gloves and stuff are in the Road King. All my stuff. So are my sunglasses. I stripped all my, well, of course his coat's waterproof, but my pants and everything are all sitting in the saddlebag. So what do you guys think, huh? What do you think of that denim black with the red stripe on it? I know that stripe is kind of retro-y, but I think it's cool as hell. And that red stripe on this, that flat black, is just beautiful. It's amazing how much wind. Boy, that thing really pushes, so that's really knocking some some negative pressure off there. It's amazing the feeling coming off of that shield makes that shield feel like it's considerably larger than what it is, which is perfect because I sail right over it. I hope the GoPro is, which I know it's not. You guys will probably lift your head up, I can't see. So yesterday I turned back because of the rain. The rain was pretty much in the same spot today, and I ended up just mustering through it. And I got rained on 3 different times, so oh yeah, she feels good. Wow, this thing's got a lot of torque. Holy moly. This thing tracks down the road like a freaking sport bike. I cannot believe just how steady and planted it feels. And them bars are just about perfect. Suspension soaking up them bumps nice. The Special Series has some coilover shocks that are have damping adjusters on them. There's no air on these. I can see myself riding this thing, y'all. It's hard to pay attention to him and not pay attention when I'm at the bike, you know. I want to look at the bike. Oh, she's so beautiful. I'm getting some buffeting there. Yeah, it picks up a different level when you turn that off. Crazy. Wow, you wouldn't think that little vent would make that much of a difference. I like the rumble strips they put before stop signs now. Is that little reminder that, hey buddy, something's about to happen ahead. Wake up. Stop texting. This thing's just like my Road King first gear. You get that tranny whine out of it. You can tell there's a lot of guys that are not used to fuel injected. They're constantly blipping the throttle. Oh, come on, car, you ruined our roll. He was about to dive into it there, I bet. Oh yeah, impressed as hell. And I'd have plenty of room on the floorboards if it wasn't for that damn hill shifter, which thankfully they just simply unbolt and slide off the shaft, and that's just where that thing will go, in a box somewhere for the eventual next owner, should that ever happen. But I think if I end up getting this thing, she'll probably be just like my my iron. She'll be my keeper for the touring world. And this guy that's helping, I think it's Rob. I'm terrible. I even asked him on the phone when I was riding down the freeway what his name was. That's terrible. Horrible, horrible. I'm all, you know how you are, y'all excited thinking about the bike and all that jazz. Freaks them out that I work at a motorcycle shop. I don't know why that always spazzes people out. It's like when I buy cars, I tend to go elsewhere. It's just smoother, easier, and I usually get a better deal. And just trips them out that I work for this huge auto conglomerate, you know. It's actually a family-owned thing, but they're huge, way huge. This thing is amazingly smooth at, what am I, 2,000 RPMs? I mean, just, it's amazing how those different motor mounts make such a difference. Yet you get that, still get that nice soft little rumble that's so Harley. I think it's a crying shame with those balanced motors how it just absolutely is void of all the Harley feelings. And people think a non-balanced motor, you know, the ones that know, they think they all shake like hell, like my Road King does, like it's old school, you know. But they're not. They've advanced. I love that tranny whir in first gear. Man, I'm telling you, this thing's got so much gumption that first gear is very, very touchy on the throttle. It's like riding a damn leader bike. And usually these drive-by wires, you know, the computer is kind of interrupting you keeping you from getting too crazy, you know. The guy's not having a problem. Hope my GoPro's still alive after I hope I got that USB port cleaned out enough. It's probably went not even recording anymore. She's real nice. Get us a little air moving through my face here. This coat is like way too much. Let's see, if you look at his motor over there, you can still see it. It shakes. It just doesn't transfer to the rider as much. Although that road glide looks like it is. Looks like that thing's shaking more than this one. But it's not. I love that shake at idle. That is purely Harley. It's got a little cubby hole here with a USB. You can plug all kinds of hoorah dilly-wahs in there. I'd be ashamed if I look at that I-5 north. It's still just a gridlock. Wonder what the hell happened. Just pray it doesn't do it on me on the way home. He's got his nav up on that one. That bearing sits up quite a bit taller too, so that one surely gets more wind protection. Which the Road Kings are notorious for that fairing working really, really well. But that's just not my thing. I love the bike. I just don't like it's just the fairing on it I don't like. Like I say, it's essentially a street glide with a fixed fairing for the most part. The one thing about street glide too, it's easy to swap bars and do different things with it. So if you're going to be doing a lot of customization, the hand signals, then he operates the turn signal. So it's like I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do immediately. Oh no, here comes that rain. So my rain gear must have holes in it everywhere. My legs are all wet. I know it's got the hole where the 72 burnt into it. Sweet. Got a nice balance to it when you come to a stop too. You don't feel like you immediately need to put your feet on the ground, you know. Man, that power just rolls on so smooth. It'll take me forever to get used to the brakes on it because they are touchy as hell. I mean, they are sport bike-like touchy. I always feel like a noob after riding on my Harleys around and get on a sport bike. I'm just all over the damn place with it. I guess I'll just land it right back here where it was. So, there we are. I took you on a test ride on the Street Glide Special Denim Black. Real nice. So I'm gonna sign out. We'll see ya. Well, hello there, YouTube. I'm pretty much in the same spot that I got caught in the torrential downpour heading north. It's now 5.5 hours later, 4.5 hours later, and it's 5 hours later, because it was about 12:30 and it's 20 after 5. So anyway, in the same spot, I'm about to get hit by the rain again. But anyway, as you've seen in the previous footage, I rode that beautiful Street Glide Special. Man, I'm telling you what, the difference in the shocks on that thing, ooh, that thing handles so incredible. I just cannot believe it, just going through my head, I just can't believe how well that thing handled. That is a complete game changer right there. There's no way that that big old touring bike feels that light and handles that well. That's straight up freaky. But anyway, as you can tell, I'm riding the Road King home, so you're probably thinking, well, that didn't work out so well. Well, it did. The poor old Road King is already got a fresh home all pretty much worked out for her. The sales guy that I dealt with, who I think is a finance manager actually, I'm not sure, but I did deal with the salesman because I did it over the internet. But anyway, his wife had about the same year as this. I don't think he was for sure. It was I think he was thinking it was an 01 maybe. But anyway, she had one of these before and put over 18,000 miles on it. Absolutely loved it to death, and had a divorce with her previous husband and lost the Road King. So she's been looking for, she wants the same bike again. She's been wanting it for years, and now he's working for Harley Davidson. She bugs him on a regular basis to keep an eye out for a clean older Road King. Well, here's a clean older Road King, so I know it's going to go to a very happy and caring home. And I think that's awesome. He took a whole bunch of pictures of it. He's going to show her tonight when he gets home. But he's very excited. He's gonna take her away. They gave me a fantastic trade-in on this thing, way more than what trade-in value is on it. And it basically flips some numbers around, and it helps me on paying taxes on the new bike, which is phenomenal. And as well, it puts a substantial down payment on it, which is freaking fantastic. And anyway, I'm telling you, I don't know if you ever seen a 2015 Street Glide Special in the denim black with the little red pinstripes on it. The pictures absolutely do it zero justice. I mean, I love the way it looks in the pictures, but this bike is absolutely, I just can't stop staring at it. I am literally going to be staring at this thing for days. I won't get anything done. I'm going to be out there in the shop staring at it. If I ride it to work, I'll never get any work done because I'll be staring at it. But anyway, so we sat down to finish the deal off, and lo and behold, when I bought this damn Road King, Kelly and I are both on the loan. So there was a major traffic jam. It took me 20 minutes to half an hour to go the last couple of miles to get to the store, which I find out I could have taken a shortcut. But I was in the traffic, and what do? I don't turn on my Waze app because all I'm thinking about is this damn motorcycle, so I'm not thinking straight. So I don't turn on Waze, so Waze doesn't redirect me. And turns out there was like 5 miles back I could have taken a shortcut and just rode right up within a block of the store. And I was wondering about that, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to stop on the side of the freeway to turn my phone on in the middle of a traffic jam. But anyway, not totally officially, but I now own a 2015 Street Glide Special. can't, they're closed tomorrow. They're closed on Mondays. So can't do it tomorrow. And then Tuesday, Kelly doesn't get out of work till like 20 after 6. They close at 7. And from Longview, you know, it's hour and 40 minute drive. So from my house, it's right at about maybe a little bit over an hour. Right at an hour maybe. So on Wednesday, she has Wednesday off, and I'm gonna try to get out of work early and haul ass back to the house, pick her up, and God, I wish I could put the seat on the back of this thing and ride her on the bike up. It's supposed to be hot, but I think she'll just have to follow me up in the car. But I don't want to end up with stuff on it that I'm going to have to take off. I don't want to be jerry-rigging with the bike when it's, you know, I'm trading it in. I can make a seat work on this thing, but it's funky. But my Cena, it rained so hard on me, the Cena got wet and wigged the hell out. For hours I haven't been able to use it. She's just been, it's just gone. And it keeps saying group message. And I can't turn it off. The only way I can turn it off is to pull it out of the holster, and then it'll turn off. But as soon as I turn it back on and clip it back down, turn it back on again, it goes group message. Just keeps going that over and over and over. No idea, but it did get wet. So Cena's they're only waterproof to a certain extent. You have no idea. I wish I had a waterproof case so I could have filmed that. I mean, it literally looked like spiders jumping on the ground. The water was hitting the ground so hard. I can't remember how long it's been since I rode in a downpour that strong. When I was going down the road, to show you how bad it was, I'm going down the road and the water is flinging off the shield like a wake of a boat going through the water. I mean, it's literally so much water coming off the shield, it's flying off the shield like a wake. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And it's just, pouring. But, you know, I was only going like 35 or 40 because there was so much standing water on the road. I wasn't going to dare go any faster. Plus, I had just, you know, slipped in that, trying to make that left turn to come up to a stop sign, and oh boy. But anyway, I'm sad to see the Road King go, but this thing is so beautiful, and it is so utterly me. That denim black, it's all dark and seedy looking. It's not going to stick out like a sore thumb. And this thing is everything about me. Everything about what I like in a bike. It's sexy as holy hell, and oh God, is that thing gorgeous. That thing's got more bells and whistles than I'll ever figure out. All the little navigation joysticks, and I kept meaning to go back there and play around with that Ultra, see what the hell all that shit does. Hell, the navigation manual's as big as the owner's manual. But yeah, the only thing I'm not overly impressed with is the special comes standard with linked brakes. The ABS on them big old things, that doesn't bother me. But linked brakes, we'll see how it works. But I was just goofing around playing with the rear brake pedal, and it's amazing how much front brake the rear pedal was applying. And ABS brakes, I don't like something taken over like that, but to have it linked, that's going to be really weird. And but I say, it's a big touring bike or a touring cruiser, so I'm not going to be racing around on it. But the way that thing handles, I'm probably going to be doing some damn stupid stuff on it, I'm sure. It's crazy. I don't know if any of you guys have ridden these things, but that's nuts. That bike does not, it feels nimbler and lighter on the road. I know this is probably off, but in my head, and maybe it's just all the shock of not expecting it to handle that good, but but I swear it feels lighter and nimbler than my iron does. And the brakes, oh my God, are them things powerful. Of course, you know, being linked in, you know, I use mostly front. It is applying some rear. So, whatever the case, I mean, the brakes are so touchy. I'm telling you, it's like riding a liter sport bike. And in the lower gears, the throttle is so sensitive. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's like, holy crap. I feel like a rookie riding this thing. Oh, and that nice, soft hydraulic clutch. She's so smooth and soft feeling. Hydraulic clutches are the only way to go. So easy to maintain. They're easier to maintain than a damn cable. I mean, you ever lubed your cables on your Harley? Do you have any idea what a nightmare that is? Just getting the cable off of a Harley to lube it is a pain in the butt. You don't just spin the little knob and get some slack and knock her off. You got to take the lever off. It's pinned to the lever, and there is no adjuster up here. The adjuster's in the cable only. But there's another adjustment on the motor, but that's actually not the cable adjustment. But oh shit, I need to I need to get gas. So anyway, when I go 128 miles, that's not too far up there and back. But that's less than going to work, but it takes as long. Anyway, yo, road king, poor old gal. So anyway, I can't believe they gave me that money for it. Those guys are awesome. I mean, it absolutely didn't have to do that. I was expecting more than trade-in value, but they actually gave me more than I even asked for it. And that's crazy. Who the hell does that? That's nuts. It comes back, you know, and they do their whatever little write-up thing, you know, and he's got it all scribbled out there, and I'm looking, it says 2002 Road King, and I'm like, that can't be. What's that number? And I thought he was going to tell me that's what they're going to have to sell it for or something. Oh, hell no. That's what they're giving me for it. So, yeah, it's going to help me out on taxes on the Street Glide and all kinds of nice, happy stuff. So, I was a very happy boy. I always end up flashing my cards on the thing. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. And, hope you enjoyed all this, and what I'll show you here after I exit is Rob's his name. He goes, well, get on it. He goes, get your phone set up. I'll take a picture of you on it. So I don't know how that looks, but here's that picture. And well, not yet. Hold on. But I'm gonna say bye, and then it's gonna be the picture, and then it's gonna be the end of the video. So anyway, thank you guys very much for coming along for the little test ride and listening to my yammering on, and Wednesday we'll be vlogging home on a Street Glide special. I hope the camera looks over that fine, because that shield's set pretty high. But anyway, on that, I'm a bail. So thank you guys very much. Take care now. Bye bye. Oh, and here's that picture right now.